attention to me, and I want you to ignore the screen. There is a dinner table set out, and there is the fancy cutlery and everything in preparation, but the only thing I can manage to do is close my ears from the sound of my stepfather using my mother's body as practice and rage for his combat. The only thing that I can hear is him picking up my 6-year-old sister and wanting to throw her over the 4th floor of a balcony. That anxiety, the first time it visited me, it looked like heartbeats that were racing me to get to survival. That for me, anxieties was a fight for me. Blackness started to be seen into an incarceration system. The first time I looked poverty straight in the eye and realized that no matter how much silence occurred, my body would not stop racing. That dinner tables for me was me struggling to breathe. That my palms would sweat and my emotions wanted a place for them to escape. That anxiety for me was watching my 16-year-old cousin disappear, come back with his head shaved off and bloodstains on his shirt because yet another man with his signs to cemeteries called the police officer had taken him and disappeared. That anxiety for me was my body racing against time. That this dinner table was self-doubt, insecurity, and a sentencing to a world that never sees me as justice. I want you to hear my story. It's not often that someone who looks like me gets to stand on a stage and show you that anxiety is my biggest battle. It is the first time me and PTSD made friends. It is the shaking in my palms as I noticed that my grandmother's life was leaving her body and her soul had sent her an eviction letter. That anxiety for me was sharing my truth in front of a stage and hoping a bunch of strangers would click for me. I don't know how much preparation I've done for tonight, but the only thing I can offer you is humanity. That the goddess is my job to have a conversation with your soul and remind you that anxiety is excitement. It is heartbeats racing. It is our hands turned into paintbrushes and painting murals on walls. That dinner tables for me were not something I had a privilege of ever building. That the only thing I had was a sink for cover and using the droplets as music, because outside was a war that was too big for my body to go through, but I have scars that will forever have time to tell the story. So while I'm here, instead of reading all the things I've spent time putting on pages, I want you to feel the presence that I have to give you, because the goddess is an ambiance. It is a moment. It is recognizing that this shaking is my ancestors speaking through me. It is that I'm a servitude and solitude to the world. That blackness is greatness and hope and projection. That this dinner table is me offering myself to the world and hoping someone just feels me.